said. I like when they say family.
Because we family. We are.
Welcome to Rebrand.
We love you.
I love y'all.
What's up, Yashika?
Far too many times we try to build ourselves and act how other people want us to act. And so just not, you really are growing when you're not focusing on what other people's visions of you.
Sometimes you got to go to war to get your peace.
Because sometimes you don't even know what peace is until after you've been through war.
I think I hit it a little bit too.
Not 70, 30. 64.
Oh, hey. If we're not going to get the party started right, then let's not even get the party started at all. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Rebranders Podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Goodson. Welcome to 2026. I know we're about 2 weeks in, but y'all, we are rolling. I think it's been good for the most part. We got some shout outs to people who are not going to go past this point, who have been kind of, I guess, a staple in our history. And we'll talk a little bit more about them here in just a little bit. But before I get to my co-host, what's up, Carla? She says, hey, family, happy New Year.
How to do?
What's up? Corey Rao. Corey, what's happening? Did you get your t-shirt?
Corey, what's up?
Hey, we got our number 1, 2, and 3. Maybe y'all pick whatever position y'all want to be. But fans in the building. What's up, K-Ham? How you doing?
Hola.
All right, y'all. We got a very exciting show tonight. We're going to talk about grown but still learning. I'm just going to do a round robin of questions. Hey, everybody out there in podcast land, do me a favor and please share this show. It's very simple. All you got to do is click the share button twice, I think. And then quick highlight. That's great. But tonight, we got a great show. Anyway, let me go ahead and go to my co-host. What's up, Yashika?
Jamming.
Hey,
Listen,
it's the only way to do it, right?
somebody loves you back, and that's a fact. Okay? Jam. Go ahead.
I'll let her enjoy herself. What's up, Ace?
Hey, what's going on? Hi, everybody out there in TV land. And what's up to all my people in Nova Scotia tuning in? We appreciate y'all.
Right on. Nikki, what's going on?
What's going on, y'all? How y'all
What's
doing?
up, Nikki?
Hello.
Good. I got a lot of light on me, y'all. It's getting warm in here. Last but not least, all the way from California with her own podcast. And word on the street is we might have some Rebranders people that might be on it at some point. So we'll talk more about that. What's up, Helen? How you doing?
Hello. I'm doing good. Happy to be here. It's another great Wednesday.
Whatever, right?
Absolutely. So great way to start your Wednesday or end your Wednesday in most cases with Rebranders Podcast. Tell them all about your podcast and how they can get to it.
Right, correct. Thank you so much. Honestly, Helen, it is streaming on most platforms that have podcasts. So iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google, Pandora, all the things. Honestly, Helen, it is auditory only. Season 8 is in process, so you can go listen to some episodes now. Thank you.
Put your hand. What is it? This?
This.
Is it?
You throwing up gang signs in it? Okay. What you teaching these second graders, Nikki?
Never teaching me.
Hey, is she over there C-Walk? Yeah. Y'all, we got a great show tonight. We're going to play great music. We're going to play new music. It's a new show. We had a new opening. We want new fans. We want it all. Tonight, we're talking grown, but still learning. We're going to do a round robin of questions, and we definitely want the audience to be a part of our show, right? So it's going to be a fun night, but it might be a deep night. It might be a good night. It might be funny. Who knows? But we'll let the night take over itself. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right on into the questions, but I'm going to change the music up. Unfortunately, I'm not going to change the tone. It's the same tone, okay? Look at that.
Let's do it.
Same tone. All right, what's up, Dietrich? How you doing? Deborah Goodson says, hello, Reed Brandis.
What's going on?
Hey, from Zambia. Dietrich,
Yeah,
all the way in
from
Zambia.
Zambia. What's
Yeah,
going
he's
on?
in Africa. He moved. Come on.
What?
He's in Zambia. He got married. Dietrich, I'm telling you business. He got married, and he and his wife is in Zambia on Christian ministry. Big deal. Huge. That's one of my longest friends.
How much did the moving company charge to move your stuff to Zambia?
We just said it 3 different ways.
Yeah, you know, I think it's Zambia.
Zambia. Yeah.
Come on, what is
Zambia.
the school teacher can tell us? Go ahead, girl.
I don't even know. Is Zambia, Zambia,
Wherever it
whatever
is.
the day it is.
Congratulations.
What's up, Deborah Collette? Deborah number 2 tonight. All right, y'all, we're going to jump into questions of grown, but still learning. All right, so let me give you a quick opening first. All right, I'm in my late 40s. Say it, Yashika.
Damn.
Okay. Ace is right there with me. We're classmates. And I'm not going to tell anybody else's. We're classmates, high school classmates. And so I'm not going to tell anybody else's age. We got a bunch of women on here. But see, when you pass 18, all of a sudden you think you've just made it. I'm grown, and now I got it all together. We also know that is absolutely not the truth. So I'm going to go ahead and throw out a question real quick. First question I'm throwing out for the night. How does young people view adulting versus reality today?
Phew.
They want it seems like they want to reap all the benefits, but none of the struggles. You know, the few benefits that it is, they cling on those, and that's what they want the right to that, but without going through any other struggles. That's how I think they view it.
Now, I don't really know if I understand the question, but what I will say is I don't interact with a lot of young people due to the nature of my job. When I have to deal with them due to the nature of my job, it seems like a lot of entitlement. So reality is not reality, because I never think entitlement is a part of anybody's reality unless you own something. But yeah, I would say there's a lot of entitlement and injustice when they don't get their way. And it's just an interesting conversation.
Yeah. High expectations with no work.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
I expect like I don't know if y'all remember seeing it, that movie Step Brothers. If anybody's ever seen it, he said he gonna be a doctor like his daddy. He gonna go into family business, but like he's never been to school. So how could you know? It's the family business. I'm going into family business. I kind of think that's even though that's funny, I kind of think that's the thinking process though. Like they don't look at all you've done to get there. Just that you're there, and that's where they're gonna be, and it's easy. Why are you making it hard when it's easy?
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 2: how many of us are functional but emotionally exhausted?
I would say the majority probably is. I think it's especially when you're in the workforce. You see a lot of people that's they're just going through the motions, but they are just like they over it.
What causes emotional exhaustion?
Dumbass coworkers.
depressing.
I say inauthenticity. Like acting like when people say, "How you doing?" I know oftentimes I say, "Oh, I'm good," but oftentimes I'm trying to force myself to be honest and say, "You know what? I'm not good," and just be honest and not care about what people think. But I think just really keeping up a facade causes us to be emotionally exhausted.
All right, I'm gonna throw this out there: money mistakes and financial literacy gaps. Do y'all think that that's a big issue for adults today? Money mistakes. At what point should you get money? I think that's a better question. At what point should you understand how money works so that you can allow the rest of your adult life to be a better life? At 25 and 30, I mean, should be a point, in my opinion. I don't think that you should be at 45. Now, don't get me wrong. I know there's circumstances, et cetera, et cetera. People be getting out of prison, people be whatever. Parenting. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Didn't it?
I mean, it's a lot of things that people go through in their young adult life that you and I didn't have to go through. But at what age should a normal person like us 5 kind of be getting out of that bad money management system?
Oh, that's kind of a case by case because it's some people who they come across certain information at certain points in their life.
Yeah.
As far as
I
when
don't know.
starting.
That's an interesting question. I don't. Helen.
Well, I'll let y'all think about it. Let's go to the comments. Rhonda
What's up,
says,
Ron?
"What's up? What's up, Jacob?" He said, "Kids these days, kids these today want to be CEO on day one with CEO pay and haven't worked a lick."
That's
Absolutely.
what,
Yeah,
hey,
that's
that's
true.
indeed.
And also, K Ham says, "Young people view today, like Helen mentioned, as being entitled. They also feel like they have it harder than previous generations."
Why they
They-
on Chat GPT?
That's an absolute wonderful comment, I believe, because every generation really has it easier than the generation before. That's why the generation before always calls the next generation so stupid, except for with technology. You know. But anyway, all right, let's keep it. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Helen.
I was gonna bring it back to entitlement too, and I think whenever, and this might be debatable because I don't have kids, so I don't know really learning development children, but I think when you start expecting money, like you get your hand out, hey, can I get $5 to go do this, and you haven't done anything for it, you need to start learning the importance of money. And I remember when my niece just started asking me for stuff, and I was like, you work? You know where this money comes from? And not to be a Scrooge, like you can't just be asking people for stuff, not knowing how. So I think when you start feeling entitled to money, you should be educated on it, and you need to hopefully appreciate the process of getting it. And then the second leg of your question, like at what age? I think when you really got bills, like when you get your first car, even if it's a car you can't afford, you should try to understand how to manage your money better, because that comes with 3 other bills just you getting a car.
That's a great point. Nikki, question to you. How does faith play in your adulting?
Oh, it's the filter. It's my filter. It's my signpost. It's my guiding light.
Okay.
Good point. That's the very spiritual answer for sure.
No, they must have just talked about this in Sunday school.
Dietrich says, "I think it depends on how much you've messed up your money and credit, speaking of money, etc., and how easy it is for you to get out. Do you have kids, a good job, too many expenses, etc.? I agree with Ace, case by case." Carla says, "For me, faith is everything. It helps me navigate through obstacles and changes." So getting back to that question, great point. How does faith play in your adulting? I think it's manipulative, but I say that in a good way. I allow God to manipulate me, and because faith is the substance of things hoped for and evidence of not seen, right? So I haven't seen anything, but I have to place everything on the thing that I've not seen. And to me, that's what helps guide me through this place of sometimes stupidity. Because, when you have to put all your eggs in the basket of God, that's the best in my place, my position, as far as I'm concerned, that's the absolute best place to put it. But, it's faith-based. So you're just hoping and praying that it comes out in the way that he say, that you expect for him to say. So faith is just like, it's rough, but to me, it plays a strong role in the direction that I go.
Yeah.
I agree.
Let me go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, but fear be fearing, y'all. What about when fear be fearing? Like, what do you do? Like, faith,
you gotta
fear.
You got to stand
Fear,
up to it,
faith.
though. It's hard, but Les Brown said fear is false evidence appearing real. And you always have to have that little bit in the back of your head to say, I gotta fight it. As scary as it is, but it's definitely
false evidence appearing real.
That's a good one.
Good. That's good, brother.
And even though we
that
say
down.
that, we say all that kind of stuff, it's still hard, because it's still fears I have today, and it's just like but you have to kind of stand up to it.
I think faith is the one thing that we need to grasp and hold on to as an adult, because with faith, all things are possible, right? More than your job, more than your spouse, more than anything else out there. Faith in God is the most powerful thing that we have. So I believe if you are a young parent and you need to teach your kids something, before you teach them money, before you teach them anything at all, you teach them God, you teach them faith. And that right there is something that they can hold on to early, middle, and late. Always, when you're broke, you can still hold on to that. And I think that's the one thing that gets a whole lot of, that's the one thing that has gotten our culture through. So I think faith is the strongest thing and pretty much the only thing we have, because if you're a faithful person, you feel like all your money, all your belongings, everything you have actually comes from God's blessing. Having faith is also a test. Absolutely it is. Yeah. Hey, look, y'all, we're going to take a quick break and come back. We're going to talk a little bit more about it. I don't know what question we're going to ask, but hey, we're going to have fun. It's 2026. If you haven't already, please do us a favor. Go ahead and hit that share button. See y'all in about 2 minutes.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space.
What's the top 10 populated cities in the United States?
I never was good at trivia.
How many cities in Texas are in the top 10 cities in the United States?
3.
Dang.
Zach says 2.
No. Can I say 5? Texas is massive. Y'all big.
There are actually 4.
Houston got to be.
Dallas, San Antonio.
Jacksonville on there?
No Jacksonville's at all.
LA.
New York.
San Francisco.
Number 1, 8.3 million people.
Philadelphia.
Atlanta.
Baltimore.
No.
Sulphur Springs.
Sulphur Springs come in number 3.
Honolulu.
Okay, no. I will go through the list for you. The number 1 city in the United States is New York. Number 2, LA. Number 3 is Chicago, Illinois. Number 4 is Houston, Texas. Number 5 being Phoenix. Number 6 is Philadelphia. Number 7, San Antonio. Number 8, San Diego. Dallas, Texas is number 9. And then you have Austin with 974,000.
It's a nice tidbit of information.
Actually, I didn't mean to play that video, but it's in there. It's in the history books now. Here we go, jam tonight. Welcome back, Ron. We're still learning. You're watching Reed Brandon's podcast. Hey, y'all, if survival was enough, why are so many of us still hurting?
Wow. We don't read.
If survival was enough, I definitely think it's not enough. I think the reason some of us still hurting is because what you had to go through to survive.
Are we surviving? Don't you think we're doing better today in this world, and I say in the last 15, 20 years, than ever in the history of America? There's no, especially when you talk about culture, but there's no slavery, so that's good. Of course, you know, we're looking at Black Wall Street. That's a completely different conversation, I believe. But we make more money. There's peace. There's not a lot of wars in the world. There's 1 or 2 that we can think of. It's not a horrible time, except for current administration and all that we're going through back and forth on both sides. Is it not a good time right now? If you need money, you can get it from Ubering and all that stuff. So money should not be a problem for most people at this point. Some people are dealing with things or diseases and death and all that stuff. So that's hurtful. But is it not a really good time for America right now, for the world right now?
I think we're dealing with it's a new day with new BS. So in one instance we can say, well, yeah, we're doing better then. Hey, ain't no slavery and stuff like this going on. But now it's like you got people in charge intentionally putting things in everything from the food to the water. So now it's like they're killing us slowly every day with everything we need to survive.
Let's talk about love for a minute. When did suffering become proof of love? We talked about this last night.
When Tina Turner wrote that book.
Nikki, relationship goals.
I tell you, you just come from he's coming from the spiritual perspective today. So when did suffering become proof of love? God, Jesus, the Holy Trinity, the cross. Yeah, sacrifice. You got to sacrifice to show love, right? So
right,
yeah,
her faith played a part in that answer.
Yes, it did.
All right, I'll make it a little bit easier. ChatGPT says, did we enter? ChatGPT said, did we? like he's a real person. Did we enter adulthood prepared, or were we just pushed? Yashika, we talked about this last night. What do you think?
I definitely. Well, I think it depends on who it is. I hope and pray that my kids will enter adulthood prepared, because I'm working really hard to make sure of that. But a lot of us didn't. And did our parents? Was our parents pushed in, or were they prepared, or did they get themselves prepared during the adulting stage? And what does prepared mean? So I don't know the right answer for that, but I think some people have a head start more than others.
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
Yeah.
That's what I'll go with.
I want to hear your answer to that, Helen.
Yeah, I think Yashika put it very well.
Thanks, darling.
I think people, the nicest way to say is that there are some people that have a head start over than others. But I would also say though that majority of us are pushed into it, because even when I try and think, like, yeah, we got some families that are well off, they got support, but there's usually still a child that has to grow up before they're supposed to grow up. So when they get, like, when she said preparedness, in my mind, I thought, you don't have a childhood. I started learning how to adulthood very young because I saw what was happening. I was like, yeah, we gotta shake and bake. And so I had to make different decisions that felt adult to me, because I was seeing my cousins do things that as children should do, but look at them now. I'm getting long-winded, but yeah, I think we're pushed more than anything, because life is hard, and most of us are dealing with stuff that forces us to deal with things on top of things that we're dealing with, and we get pushed.
So Jared Grant says we had. What's up, Jared Grant? I think that's a new name I've never seen before. We had to figure it out. Nobody gave us anything. These kids are spoiled.
They are, in fact, they are.
Yes,
One thing that I remember we talked about yesterday real quick is that, remember, especially in Black households, when they become 18, they got to go. Remember?
Yeah, I hate that.
Kids turned 18, they out of my house. As soon as you turn 18, you out of here. And no 18-year-old is an adult.
No.
You know,
But back then, though, Yashika, when you turned 17, 18, you became an adult, because they married. Our elders married younger, and I think back to that entitlement piece. I think because our kids are so entitled, they have this perspective of I was, and then give them 20 years, and then they realize they never was. But I think back then, our elders, they had to learn quickly, and I think because of that, they became wise and strong. And our babies these days, they have like no suffering. They have nothing to usher them into wisdom, and so they just like, what? Yeah,
weak as a kid.
I personally believe that we back then they didn't have to tell their kids stuff. Their kids lived through it, especially when you talk about segregation, et cetera, et cetera. Today we can tell them about it and they don't believe it, and so I hope they never have to repeat it again. But now we're taking care of our kids in a way that our parents didn't take care of us. We're spoiling them. We're doing things that's not necessary. We're not letting them get their knees scraped like we did. I saw a kid on the bicycle with a shoulder knee fat. What's going on with you? All right, y'all, let's go to the comments. K. said we were pushed into
must have been Charlie, you see.
In adulthood, nothing against my family, but they didn't seek to rise about their environment. Out of 10 grandkids, only 3 of us left home to do better. Yeah, that's a sad story. No parent should be putting their child out at 18 years old. I agree with you. True, Jared, but it's the parents' fault. These kids are spoiled. What's up, Joanne? She says, I don't understand that either, Yashika. Y'all, let's keep the party moving. When we come back, I'm going to ask, a paycheck can fund your life, or does it distract you from having life? That's going to be the question coming up. We're going to do this a quick game. Are y'all ready to play this game?
Let's do it.
Nikki, we have a teacher, so I'm putting everything on her. Joanne is a teacher as well.
Look, I retired. Did I tell you I retired as a teacher? No, I'm playing.
But you didn't retire the knowledge. You know what your parents used to tell you? They can't take this anyway. They can't take it from you. All right, let me see. Do I need to play? I'm going to play some random. Which one am I going to play? Here we go. This is not for this game, but I'm just going to play an opening. What? what does it mean? That's the wrong one. All right, y'all. Here we go. Quiz. Somebody spell Oscar Mayer correctly from Oscar Mayer Wiener. You got, and you have 5 seconds. I'm doing the countdown.
Come on, sing the song. Y'all know the song. Mabaloni has a first name. It's
O-S-C.
O-S-C-A.
Mabaloni has a second name. It's
M-E-Y-E-R.
Oh, I like to eat it every day.
Very good. Very good. Actually,
we got look. I see some comments that they got.
I made an Oscar Mayer Wiener once or twice.
This is what elder.
We'll say that for TikTok.
Yeah.
Oscar Mayer, AK Hemp knew it. Rhonda knew it. Carla also. That part discipline is key. Great point. Yeah, absolutely. Jerry Grant says nobody even knows the song. And then
Corey.
What you saying?
Corey, you spelled it like it's wrong, Corey. That's what we was thinking at once.
Okay, so all right, y'all remember the movie with Hannibal Lecter? What's the name of that movie?
Silence of the Lambs.
Okay, what did he say to the woman when she walked into the prison?
Hello, Clarice.
Okay, audience.
Thank you, Nikki.
I haven't watched that movie. I don't think.
So in the movie Silence of the Lamb, Clarice walks in and he says, "What?" Kay Hemp says, "Hello, Clarice."
Yeah.
Corey says she saw it. Anybody else? Here we go. And the answer is never actually said that in Silence of the Lamb. Hello, Clarice was never said.
I could have swore.
It was never said.
In our mind, that's what he said.
What did he say? What happens?
What did he say?
He said, "Hello." That was it. But everybody not only did everybody put say that he said it, they also put that little British accent that Anthony Hopkins had said. He never said hello.
That's the writer's fault. They missed out on it.
Jared Grant said, wasn't it something about leaf beans or is it the wrong
lava bean? No, that's a different scene.
Mandela effect. Can't help. You got it right. That was the action. All right, let's keep it moving. I got a couple more. All right, name a song that doesn't have the title of it mentioned in the actual song. There's no answers on here. I'm just asking y'all.
Ooh, I just listened to one yesterday.
Name a song that does not actually have the title of the song in the song itself.
Look at the cones.
That's good. That's good.
Escapism by Ray.
By Ray? Ray who? Jay?
Nah.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Jacob Posey, he said parents seem to try and protect them too much. Scary to let their kids fail. Yeah.
I know I am. I know I am. Scared I am. Jacob, I mean.
All right, we'll come back to that one. All right, y'all. Here's the Forrest Gump quote. Tell me what life was like a box of what?
Chocolates.
Say the whole thing.
Life was.
Mama said.
I'll let y'all do it. I know it. I know that. So y'all.
We
go
know
ahead.
that. Yeah.
Each one is different or something about a surprise.
Come on, Helen. We'll let you take it.
Life. Oh, go ahead.
It's like life is like a bunch of chocolates.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the exact saying after he says life, and then tell me the rest up to chocolate.
It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. She could say it.
Sort of right. The actual saying is, Mama always said life was like a box of chocolates.
That's what I said.
I think you said is, but I give you credit.
Chocolate.
All right, so
replay button.
Y'all know the thinker statue? The thinker with a guy?
Oh, yeah.
Where is his fist or his hand? Is it on his? Where is it?
His eyebrow.
Thinker guy?
Yeah, the thinker statue. Where is his hand?
I don't know who that is.
I don't know that.
It's his chin.
It is on his chin. Good answer. Well, the comments are coming in, y'all. Let's go ahead and go to the comments. Rhonda says, "Oh, LOL." Okay, yeah, was on his chin. K Hemp got it. K Hemp always getting it. You never know what you're gonna get. Yep. Let's see. Corey Ralph says chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get.
She knows.
is like Rhonda Payne, ladies and gentlemen, was wrong.
The genius. And write that down because this is the first time she's ever been wrong and probably last.
She finna come back with a vengeance.
Bohemian Rhapsody. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. Oh, that's one of my favorite songs. Whoever put that. Oh, I love Queen.
All right, y'all. We got a couple more. Let's see. Okay, nip it in the what?
Bud.
Nip it in the bud. Very good.
Okay, you scared me for a minute. I'm like, damn, we can get that.
True or false? Lightning never strikes in the same place twice.
True.
False.
Gotta look. And the answer is false. It happens all the time. Strikes in the same place all the time. Seasons are caused. Okay, teacher. Seasons are caused by Earth's distance from the sun. True or false?
True.
Anybody else?
Oh, I'm going with the teacher. I'm with the teacher. So.
Going with the teacher, Helen?
Oh yeah.
True. I think it's true.
And the answer to that is false.
I think
it's the tilt, not necessarily
the distance. What? Okay, if it's a tilt, aren't you farther away?
Yeah.
Distance, tilt, distance.
What did Rhonda get?
Technically, let's go to the comments. They're really coming in. False, true. A lot of them, I'm not doing them fast enough to know which ones they're talking about.
What did Rhonda
say? Rhonda, what did you say?
It's about the tilt. It's about the tilt.
That sounds.
Rhonda said false.
All right, yeah, she said false. Okay, here we go. Last one. Which long-running TV show premiered in January of 1989 and is still
Simpsons.
Boom. Very good.
Very good.
Hey, she don't get a lot, but when she get them, she comes.
When she get them, she got them. Huh?
Listen, I don't get a lot, Nikki. Hardly ever. I don't have a black card. It's been gone since I was a little girl. But every once in a while, I can get it.
For the Simpsons, we all got a yellow card.
All right, y'all, we're gonna be back in about a minute and a half.
Compare himself to people. Hold on, Anthony. You see, he won't let me have it. You see what I'm saying? He throw that we in there.
I'm telling you, you got your card.
That's what I can't stand.
I see you. I see you. I see it, Sheikah. I see it, Sheikah.
You know what?
Yeah, that's what we watch.
Have a yellow card by herself. There, she can have a yellow.
She don't have a black card either. All right, we're gonna play Black Card Revolt next week. Hey, by the way, next week, y'all, before we take a quick break, we're talking financial literacy, we're talking taxes, we're talking about money. We got a couple guests on next week who actually do taxes, so it should be a really good show. All right, we'll see y'all in about a minute and a half.
So I've only had one panic attack before. I was supposed to be having an MRI. And the lady was like, oh, baby, you having a panic attack? They let me out. I was putting clothes up back on.
Clothes back on.
I had on
I've never taken my clothes off during MRI. Listen, what kind of MRI was that? Because I've had several.
If you go do an MRI after ACE, you ask them to wipe it down.
Please sanitize. Sanitize.
No, because I've had 4 MRIs. My clothes was on every single time.
And Corey, do you strip when it's time?
I didn't say I strip.
You said that.
But
You said bucket naked.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. One thing I'm gonna take away from this is that MRI. Man, that MRI. Oh my God.
Where are your socks on?
And I'm certain there's a video going around somewhere. I can't wait to find it.
Hey, they said I'm a real stand-up
And your
guy.
age.
And I'm glad some people
MRI
came to my...
requires no clothes.
He said he did the same thing at the dentist.
You know that,
all the
Nikki,
way
did
out.
you know that? I didn't know that till he said it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Must be a special PPO price.
Hey, y'all ain't got the right insurance. You paid for the
He do the same thing at the dentist. He went down to get a teeth cleaning the other day, and he came out sweating, butt naked. Sweating for?
I can't help it if y'all insurance don't pay for the happy cleaning.
That must be Red Cross, Red Shield, not Blue Cross.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Rebrander's podcast. Grown, but still learning. We got a lot of questions that we're throwing out, like 28 questions, I believe. All right, let's go to the comments real quick. Kiki, what's up? She says, sorry so late. Don't let it happen again, Kiki.
Her birthday's today. Don't talk to her like that.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Feel nice to her. Her birthday's today.
Happy birthday. All right, Kiki, I want you to answer this question. A paycheck can fund your life, distract you from. We had this conversation earlier today. Jim Carrey made this comment. If you can't, I forget exactly how it went, but if you can't back up for 1 year, just take 1 year off from spending and get your life together, then you'll forever be trying to catch up with the Joneses for the rest of your life. So if you can't do 1 year for yourself, then you're going to be doing the rest of your life for other people. So the question, I'll throw that out there again, a paycheck can fund your life or distract you from it. How do y'all feel about that?
Very true.
Yeah, I think a lot, just like some of us here on the podcast, everybody has these dreams and possible things they would love to be doing, like a purpose, but that paycheck is comfortable, and it's scary stepping away from that comfortable paycheck. So that paycheck is keeping you from actually getting out there.
I guess it depends on how you look at it, because the graveyard is full of hopes and dreams.
Mm-hmm.
So you I guess it's how you look at the paycheck. Do you look at the check as this is your means to an end? You know, you have a bigger goal than this. This is what you need for now to be able to sustain your life. But you putting in the work to do something different, or you just depending on that and you cool with what you're getting.
Right, because there's a lot of people out there who want to, become entrepreneurs, but they go about it the wrong way. They're so excited, and then they quit their job that's bringing in that steady paycheck, and then they're like, I'm not making any money for my business. And then
right.
What? Yeah,
right back. And a lot of times for a lower wage the next time, because you don't have the stability and stuff that you had before. So.
Deborah Goodson says, without a paycheck, some won't have a life. I think sometimes your paycheck, I learned this whenever I started budgeting and I really started kind of putting my money in the right places, started running my life like a business. I got a bank for this stuff and a bank for that stuff. Then I started understanding how money actually worked. And then I could actually have a life, because there's so many people out there who are living their life broke and don't even have to. They can't keep up with themselves, so they live their life broke and don't even have to. I got a follow-up question to that too. By the way, it looks like Nikki got hot because she came about that scarf. The next question is, are we building a life or are we just paying bills?
Definitely.
You own it today.
That is definitely the ultimate question right there, because I think it's different for different people, because they have different they put themselves in different situations and different circumstances. So some yes, some no.
Oh, okay.
That's
for you, Yashika. All right, Nikki, what you think?
We throw it to Shika.
Are we building a life, Nikki? She's gonna dance. Yashika's gonna dance. I'm gonna let you answer the question. You and Helen, are we building a life or are we just paying bills? Let's go to the comments. I give y'all time to think about it. Rhonda says a lot of people are just paying bills. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say there's a imbalance between the two, and I would even say that some people are so afraid of just paying bills and living a life that the life is a facade. They got so many bills that they need to pay, but they can't afford to pay, so they gotta act like they got it together. Life is hard. Life is hard, and you can't take none of it with you. So get your bills paid, and if you gotta wait till your next paycheck to enjoy yourself, at least you got a paycheck to enjoy yourself. Don't think too hard on it. Pay your bills up. enjoy your life.
You know, I think this is Jam, by the way, but I was thinking that it just is, you know, whether you like it or not, it's just a jam. It just is. I don't care what you say, Ace. But what I was gonna say, this is my favorite part. That part. What I was gonna say is, I think that goes back to our previous show when we talked about goals, you know, and things that you want to do in your life. And sometimes the money that you make, yes, you need to pay bills, but you put some away for this particular goal. I think it depends on what you're doing with it. And are you even if you're stashing away $100 is more than $100 you did the last time. You know what I mean? So or if that makes sense. But I think if you have a goal that you're pouring into, that it changes. Does that make sense?
Absolutely does.
Your Sheikah, you took it right out of my mouth. I'm in the middle of the bridge. So I'm paying them bills, but I'm building something else.
Right.
Right in the middle.
Right. And it's okay to be in the middle because we run our own race. I think we talked about the Joneses far too many times. We're too busy looking in other people's lanes to see if they're ahead of us when we need to stay the course and, you know, stay in our same lane, because it's okay when you're in the middle. It's okay when haven't made it to the middle yet, because we're in our own race. If you're building something for you in your life, it's for you and yours, and not paying attention to what other people are.
Well, that brings me to my next question. Are we chasing passion or running from poverty? That's the deep question, y'all. Are we chasing passion or running from poverty? And I would say once you've gotten to a certain point in your life, you started probably running from poverty. You know, like Nikki, for example, is a teacher, and Helen, she loves her job in HR. And I don't know who's listening, so I'm not gonna say anything about me, Ace. But at this point, we just got bills.
I appreciate that.
I got your back. But at this point, it seems like a lot of people are just trying to save and pay bills, but the passion, and there's a question in here in a little bit. I don't know if I'll get to it. I'll try to find it. But it says something about us starting over. Like, you've gotten to this point, we're at our age, we're at our income level, and then we're comfortable. But at some point, you feel like, man, I really want to go back and do what I was put on earth to do. But in order to do that, you got to take a $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 pay cut sometimes to do that. Now, you may be happy in your career, but you absolutely will not be happy with the finances that it's bringing you. Deborah Goodson says you can't enjoy your life if you don't pay your bills. Pay God, pay yourself, and then save some. Yeah, that's a good point. Good point. Ace, what you got to say about that?
Oh man, that's a serious question. I think that's one of them look yourself in the strip butt naked and look in the mirror questions right
there. Ready for that MRI? You say that when you're in the MRI. Get ready. I get it.
But I don't know. I think again a lot of these questions are case by case, because a lot of times running from poverty can be disguised. You would think it's something else and don't realize that all you're doing is running from poverty.
And, yeah, I have one thing, and what I was gonna say is, like, if you lived an impoverished life, like growing up, I think you probably even unknowingly run from poverty.
Yeah.
You strive to do the best you can because you know what it's like to be in poverty. You know what it's like. And so there's a lot of people like my kids that don't know, but I know what it's like to be like in severe poverty. So my answer is yes, when it comes to poverty, because you don't want to be back then because you know how it is. You already know how it feels like to be, or at least some people do, not everybody. And those that don't is a blessing, and that's great because you're not supposed to. That's cute.
Before we get ready to take another quick break, I'm gonna switch the tune up a little bit. I'll give everybody about 30 seconds to answer this question. We talked about this last night, Sheikah and Ace and Helen and Nikki, even though everybody wasn't on the call last night. The question is, who are you allowed to disappoint as an adult? Who are you allowed to disappoint as an adult? I think one of y'all said yourself. Was that you to say you only allowed to disappoint yourself?
Not only, but you should. Well, I didn't say you only allow. I think you should be allowed to disappoint yourself. Do we? I think you should be allowed to disappoint yourself. We beat ourselves up too much. Trying to.
I would like to hear what the audience has to say about this. Because as an adult, male or female, no matter what your role is as a wife or a husband, and you have children specifically, or you may not. Helen didn't have any kids, but she's in a relationship. She cannot disappoint. And I think that's you can't disappoint at work. You can't disappoint at home. You got to make, no matter how rough things are going, you got to make sure those kids got something to eat.
Oh,
you know, the list goes on and on, but the question is, who are you allowed to disappoint? And I guess the next part to that is, are you allowed to disappoint anybody? You're going to fail, but are you allowed to disappoint anybody?
I think you're allowed to disappoint the people that put their own limitations on you, and they have their own ideas about who you should be and what you should be doing. I think you're allowed to disappoint them.
Come on, Ray.
Yeah. He got his hat on tonight. That's what it is.
He put his hat on, yeah.
Helen, what you got to say about that?
Yeah, I think my answer is going to not be what you just described it as. And I had to read the question because I like how Yashika started. I think it's very important for us to disappointing ourselves. And that was going to be my answer, but that wasn't the question. So when I read the question, my answer is you are allowed to disappoint everybody. When you disappoint.
Come on, girl.
Now, do you say that and let that dictate your life is another question. But everybody, including my partner, I can disappoint. Intentionally is also a different question. But I think you can disappoint everybody, for sure.
I love that.
Nikki, I'll give you 30 seconds. What you got?
I love that, Helen. That is coming from such a humble place, a place of humility. Just like self-awareness, just, recognizing that, like, okay, I am, and I'm flawed. I'm going to make mistakes. And, not infallible. And so, yeah, you can disappoint anybody. You can disappoint yourself. You can disappoint God.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yes. Love it.
Okay. I know next time I'm going last. That's very good. Kate Help says you're allowed to disappoint anyone. We're not perfect and trying to be perfect. Add stress. The unwarranted stress causes us to make mistakes, some of which cannot be corrected. All right. That's all great answers. I like that. You go, Ace, says Deborah. Hey, look, y'all, we're going to take us another minute or two break. This is not going to be a long one, I don't believe.
That's what she said.
I knew it was coming.
Oh, man.
We'll see y'all in 45 seconds.
I don't know if we should have done as well. I don't know. I told him not to do it. Donald Trump thinks he's hot stuff. They rigged the election on you. He won the electoral college, Secure our border. He's very optimistic. Ping. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
That dude is entertaining, man.
If nothing else, he's the funniest man on the planet right now. All right, y'all. Growing but still learning. You're watching Rebranded's podcast. We're keeping it moving. And the next question we have, first we have a comment. Carlos says, for me, it's a safe place to disappoint God. For God loves me unconditionally through all my mistakes and faults. He does not judge or discriminate. I think that's good. I think it's really good, Carlos. Okay, question. One of the last questions of the night. Why are adult relationships harder than childhood relationships?
Expectations.
Yes.
Adults want you to be an adult.
You said it.
And then I think to add layer to that, we understand reciprocity as adults.
Well, true.
So then you understand when you're not getting it and your expectations are the same. And now you're like, hold on now. Give me my $5, please and thank you.
Because it wasn't funky when I gave it to you.
No.
Say it one more time, Yashika.
It wasn't funky when I gave it to you.
Now,
That's fine.
now.
Yes,
I didn't know that before.
So the follow-up question to that, Nikki, is loyalty hurting your future?
These questions, man. This is good.
Yes. That is not to give too much away, but yes, boundaries. Let it go. Loyalty, yes. Ooh, Lord. Loyalty can hurt your future because you just have to learn how to LIG, let it go. Sometimes.
LIG.
Mhm.
Yo.
Yeah,
I feel like you got that from Bowfinger. I feel like Eddie Murphy said that on Bowfinger.
Whoever said it, I say it now. So.
That loyalty, yeah, it can cause you to be in any space too long, whether it's a job, a relationship, or where you can't be out of a kinship, but be too close, relatives, because that loyalty puts a certain guilt on you in a sense. So when you feel that loyalty slipping away from you, it's like, oh, I'm supposed to have loyalty. I shouldn't be feeling like this. I shouldn't do this.
Mm-hmm. All right, loyalty. Going back to that financial piece, it's. I won't go into that because I can get dicey, Yashika. All right, well, I'm gonna throw this question out there because Chat GPT says, "Why does asking for financial help feel embarrassing?"
Because you got to be out of the house by 18, like Yashika said.
And because it is.
Why is it embarrassing? If you need some money, why is it embarrassing to ask? A friend, not just anybody.
Most times somebody needs financial assistance, it's a situation they probably shouldn't be in. They're in it, but they probably shouldn't be in,
But sometimes you get in situations that you don't know you're in them, and then you stumble up on something you really need help. I think it feels embarrassing, especially because we're adults, because we're supposed to be quote adults, whatever that means. You know what I mean? We should be. It's based off what we should think we should be. So I think that's what it is. But I don't know.
We can sit on this. Oh my gosh, all day long. Undergrad, sociology major here. So I'm gonna take my privilege hat off for a moment.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put on the hat of the others because of the isms. And some people just can't help it. Some people are not born with a silver spoon. Some people, they have difficulty and sufferings in life, and they never had. And they're still trying to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. And so at that point, plenty of people have to ask for help. And it is embarrassing. It is embarrassing, even for those who never had. I think even for those who never had, it's the most embarrassing to have to ask for help. Yes.
Tony Goodson says, because you are broke.
I guess my question would be, do you give people money or do you give people opportunity? A lot of times when you see people like panhandling and stuff out on the streets, do they need money or do they need opportunity? Are they willing to, if you give an opportunity, give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day, teach a man a fish, he'll eat for a lifetime, right? So do you give opportunity to a person that's needing the money versus just giving the money? How does that solve the problem?
Right. That's always the case with that.
Did I get that right, Anthony? Bible
no, I think you did right. You said it right. I mean, George Bush probably would disagree, but you said it right. People don't want to be judged for asking for financial help. I guess another follow-up question for that is, why does growth feel like betrayal sometimes? Because a lot of the times, the people that need that help are people in your friend circle, maybe that you grew up with, and they see that you've gone off and you've done well, and now they need you to kind of not even help them. Help is a loose word. Mm-hmm. To help someone means that you're assisting them and getting them back on their feet so that they can go where they need to go. To hand out is completely different, right? So, I mean, now that's the question. Do y'all have friends who y'all know that y'all have unfortunately outgrown, and you can't really be in that circle with them anymore? You don't want to leave them because you love them, but you unfortunately have outgrown them, and financially you've outgrown them. Mentally, you've outgrown them. Career-wise, you've outgrown them. Socially, you've outgrown them. You can't even go out to eat with them because they don't even know what fork to you. You just simply outgrown them.
I think you changed that box. Anthony, brilliant human being, talked about what friends and what box you put friends in, right? Anthony, explain it. You know what I'm talking about?
I call it worlds collide. This is a Seinfeld reference. Worlds collide. You are the center of your world. You got people in a whole lot of different, worlds around you, but you are the center of the world. So you got a world of friends right here. These are the ones you grew up with. These are the ones you went to college with. These are the ones you go to church with, et cetera, et cetera. You can't bring all those friends together. Even if you're having a birthday party, you got to know which ones to pick out of each one. But you can't bring those worlds together because they will then collide. And unfortunately, when that happens, it's your fault when you do it. You just got to know how to navigate your friendships. And I've had situations like that. Let me tell you a quick story. I brought a friend out of a world that he, from this world, trying to, pull him up to my world, so to speak. Not that I'm better. But I took him and he embarrassed me and everybody else there. He started bringing some of that low life, quote unquote, world stuff that he had going on that was probably big stuff to him up here. And it was just so out of place. And it was so embarrassing. And my world collided because I'm the one that it ended up falling on. Carla Harris says, Tony not broke, just temporary out of cash because the money is funny and the change is strange. The perfect term for this is called survival's remorse. Yeah, that's what it is. We often feel bad for doing things to put ourselves in a better position than our family and friends did. That's what Michael Vick went through something like that.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Looks like we've come to a close. Nikki, I don't know if you remember last week, but this is what we consider the when the show has an opportunity.
The episode.
We're gonna see exactly where the show is gonna go. All right, are y'all ready?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Hey, we got on the show next week.
I appreciate you for asking that.
I wish you would.
Well, you know what? Let's get the mood up a little bit. Let's see what we can do. All right, Yashik, it's on you.
Hey, Oasis.
Hey, what's up, Shake?
We got on the show next week.
I'm glad you asked. Next week, we'll actually be talking to a special group of people. We'll be talking to some shoplifters that actually don't have fingers. And we'll be discussing, is it still considered a 5-finger discount?
I think that was pretty good, ain't it? That was pretty good.
Now we fight that in the court of law.
We're waiting on them to come in. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, very much for participating in tonight's show. It's a lot of fun. Tony Goodson gives it a 10.
Oh, that's all right.
Hey, LOL, that's a good one. That's good. Carla Harris gives you a 10. You know who didn't give you a 10?
Who is that?
That didn't have all their fingers.
Hey, y'all give me what y'all got.
They coming in. They are coming in. Everybody's giving you a 9 or a 10. That's pretty good.
Okay, that must have been a good one, Ace.
That
must be real good.
Carla Harris gave you a lot of smiles. That's 5 of them. I guess that equals a 10. Hey, next week, y'all, we are talking about financial literacy and we're talking about taxes. Y'all be sure to join us because tax laws change every single year. And so you might want to know some of those. And not to mention, we got some people to actually do your taxes. Great show. Nikki, thank you always again for being on.
Thank you.
Y'all see she got the t-shirt.
We're coming right here.
She's one of us now.
That's right.
Hey, y'all, stay tuned for a lot of great shows coming up in the future. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight, and we'll see y'all next time. Wait, we got another comment coming in. Rhonda gave you a...
Well, good night, y'all.
Good night, y'all, she says. Finger licking good. All right. Jealous is she?
He called me jealous. I just don't get it, Tony. I don't get it.
That's funny. Hey, Nikki, don't go anywhere. See y'all next week.